too often we hear about how AI destroys creativity. And to begin with, I have a lot of people say it's so hard to tell stories in business without sounding douchey anyway. And so where does storytelling fit into all this to make us sound more like who we are rather than just out of the box?
Yeah. I think it's a really important topic and conversation because, as much as I was just saying that about the writer who was saying, well, they can't take our punctuation and our story, like storytelling is at the heart of that sentiment that they were saying. And the thing is AI is not going to storytell for you, in my opinion. You are your own storyteller. So I use AI a lot when I am writing LinkedIn posts, for example. And for me, my LinkedIn strategy is that I am being the storyteller of a founder journey to bring that to my network. And it's the thing that's been working for me a lot lately. And I write my stories into ChatGPT, and then I let it spit it back to me in a way that feels cohesive. It is my story I'm telling. It is my thoughts that I'm telling. It is my little like my little what's the like anecdotes, my anecdotes. Like even today, like I put something up and I like put like in it, like I had written a statement, and then in brackets I was like, I love this point. And it kept that for me because that was part of my storytelling. That was part of my conversation. It added a little emoji that like made the point a little bit, better. But I think at the end of the day, you cannot lose your art of storytelling. And I see it, right? I see the LinkedIn posts that go up that lack storytelling. And I know that somebody wrote, hey, give me a LinkedIn post that's about the power of a social strategy. And then what do they get back? They get back something that's a social strategy is an important tool to have, blah, 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 blah. Versus, I just went in and I wrote something about, I'm doing this tech accelerator. We had an incredible founder come and speak to us about the failure of her business, which so many times people only talk about the wins, right? And it was a really important lesson for me to listen to. And so I wrote that story from my point of view, right? What does that story mean to me? It means to me that I know that failure is very, very possible. I've never failed before in my life. And I learned that through therapy last year. For the first time as an entrepreneur, failure is on the table for me. And I wrote about my feelings and my thoughts and how this impacted me and what I took away from it and all this stuff. And then ChatGPT just like made it sound better. But it was still my story that I was telling. And I think that if you lose that, you are going to lose your own narrative.